There are moments in life where silence weighs more than noise. Moments when you pray and receive no answer, you wait, and time seems to stand still. There are promises spoken years ago, words that burned in the heart. But today they seem distant, as if they were caught somewhere in the past. And then comes the question that many do not dare to say aloud. Has God forgotten me?
Comfort, comfort, my people, says the Lord. He doesn't say,
Hurry up, he doesn't say.
prove yourself more. He doesn't say, try a little harder.
He says comfort.
Because God knows that the heart grows weary before the body, that hope runs dry when the waiting grows long. Comfort, comfort my people.
He sees the tears that no one saw. He hears the prayer whispered without strength. He remembers every word he once spoke over your life. Even if you've thought that time passed too quickly, even if others arrived first, even if the desert stretched further than expected, God has not erased your name nor crossed out his promise. A voice cries out in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord.
Comfort, comfort my people. He doesn't say,
leave the desert, he says.
Prepare the way right there, because God does not wait for everything to be fine before I rise.
He enters in the midst of the weariness, in the midst of the doubt, in the midst of the weight. Comfort. Comfort my people. Every valley shall be raised, every mountain shall be brought low. The crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places a plain path. This is not poetry. This is a promise. God does not only speak of the destination, he speaks of the process. Comfort. He is working while you wait, even if you don't see it, even if you don't feel it, even if you think nothing is happening.
God keeps his promises, not late, not halfway, not forgotten. God keeps his promises, even when the body grows weary. God fulfills, God fulfills.
The glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. Not some, not the strongest, not those who never doubted, all.
You too who have waited in silence, you too who thought of giving up, you too who hear this song today with a weary heart, but one that is still open.
Comfort. Comfort my people, because God has not forgotten. And what he promised, he will fulfill. The desert doesn't arrive suddenly. It forms over the years, with the answers that never came, with the doors that didn't open, with the strength that slowly drained away. No one enters the desert by choice. You enter expecting something, and you remain asking why. But even there, where the path seems erased, God is still speaking.
voice cries out in the wilderness, "Prepare the way of the Lord." It doesn't cry out in the palace. It doesn't shout in the midst of abundance. It isn't heard among the applause. It is heard in the dry place, in the long stretch of life where one learns to walk slowly. Because the desert is not a punishment. It is preparation. It is not abandonment. It is silent formation. There, one learns to listen to God without distractions there. One learns to wait without dates there. One learns to trust without visible signs. The path doesn't appear from one day to the next. It is marked with every step taken in faith, with every prayer offered without tears, with every morning that begins, even when the heart has no answers. Preparing the way isn't about understanding everything. It is to keep walking when the explanation doesn't arrive. It is to believe that God moves forward even if you don't see Him. It is to trust that He is drawing near even if the landscape doesn't change. In the desert God comes. In the silence God speaks. In the long wait God works. I prepare the way in my desert. Though my strength be small, I prepare the way in my desert. Because God fulfills what He promises. Every valley shall be raised. Every mountain shall be brought low. The crooked shall be made straight. The rough places shall become a plain path. Not because you can do it, but because God has already decided to come. He does not get lost in the desert. He crosses it with you. In the desert God comes. Not late, not lost, not absent. In the desert God fulfills what He spoke when everything was hope. The desert does not have the last word. Weariness does not define the end. The waiting is not the closing of the story. God is preparing the way, even when you don't notice it. God is drawing near, even when the silence is long. Because the path doesn't open first. First God comes. And when He arrives, everything changes. There is a moment in life when you realize you are not as strong as you thought, that the body grows tired, the voice trembles, and time leaves its marks. It doesn't take a great fall to discover this. Sometimes the years are enough, the losses, the prolonged waiting, and then God speaks, not to wound, but to teach. A voice says, "Cry out," and the heart responds, "What shall I cry out?" That all flesh is grass and all its glory is like the flower of the field. The grass withers, the flower falls, not because God fails, but because time passes, not because the promise dies, but because man is fragile. Our days are brief, our plans change, our strength is not eternal. What seemed certain yesterday falters today. What was once firm now needs support. But God is not surprised by our weakness. He has known it from the beginning. The grass withers, the flower fades, the body grows weary, the spirit falters. But the word of the Lord stands forever. It does not wear out with the years, it does not lose strength with time. It is not broken by silence. I am fragile, yes, but your word remains. I grow weak, yes, but your promise still stands. Everything passes, but you remain. Everything changes, but you fulfill what you say. God does not build upon our strength, He builds upon His faithfulness. It doesn't depend on how firm we are, it depends on how faithful He is. That is why when my strength fails, your word keeps sustaining me. When my voice fades, your promise keeps speaking. I am grass that withers, but I trust in your word. I am a flower that falls, but I rest in your promise. For even if I pass away, your word remains. And what you promise, you fulfill. I am not sustained by who I am, I am sustained by what you said. I do not walk by my own strength, I walk by your word. And though time moves forward, though the body grows weary, though life is fragile, your promise remains forever. And that is enough.
After acknowledging our fragility, God lifts the gaze of the heart, not to deny the weariness, but to show who He is. Because when the soul feels small, it needs to remember that God has never been. Get thee up into a high mountain. Lift up your voice with strength. Be not afraid to say it. Behold, here is your God. He does not come in a rush. He does not arrive in a hurry. He does not appear confused. He comes with power. His arm rules for Him, and His reward is before Him.
Who has measured the waters in the hollow of His hand? Who has weighed the mountains in scales? Who has counted the stars and called them each by name? It was not time, it was not man, it was God, the same one who knows you, the same one who called you, the same one who promised and has not changed. When the greatness of God is revealed, fear becomes small. When His voice rises, the noise of the world fades away. Nothing escapes Him, nothing surprises Him, nothing is outside of His control. Great is God, immense in power. Faithful is God, eternal in His word. If He promised, He will fulfill. If He spoke, He will not fail. The greatness of God does not crush the weary, it sustains them. It does not intimidate the weak, it embraces them. Because the God who rules the universe is the same who cares for the weary heart that is still waiting.
is his presence.
Here is his presence.
Great is his goddess.
Great is God.
The heavens declare it.
Nor is his promise.
The earth confirms it.
The heavens declare it. The earth confirms it. And the waiting heart rests in him.
Lift up your eyes, not toward your own strength, not toward your own timing, not toward your own answers. Lift them toward God. Because when He is before you, the waiting makes sense. When He rules, the promise is secure. And in His greatness, He fulfills.
There comes a moment when the weariness is no longer visible from the outside. You keep walking, you keep showing up, you keep smiling. But inside, the soul moves slower. It's not a lack of faith, it's not rebellion, it's exhaustion. And that is where one of the most painful questions is born. My way is hidden from the Lord, my cause is disregarded by my God. Why do you say that, weary heart? Why do you think that God does not see? Why do you feel that your prayer was lost in the air? Not because God has changed, but because the wait grew long. Not because He has left, but because the soul is spent. There are days when praying feels heavy, when believing is hard, when waiting hurts. Days when you think that God hears others, that He answers others, that He blesses others, and the silence becomes heavier than the answer itself. But God does not ignore your path. He does not overlook your cause. He is not distracted by time. Your name was not lost, your prayer was not forgotten, your waiting was not in vain. Though the soul grows weary, God keeps watching. Though the heart may doubt, God keeps working. My cause is not lost, my path is not hidden. God keeps His promises even when the soul is exhausted. Weariness is not a sign of defeat. It's a sign that you have walked a long way. And God does not look down on those who have walked faithfully. He does not reproach you for being tired. He offers you rest. He does not accuse you for doubting. He reminds you of who He is. Though the soul grows weary, God has not left. Though faith may tremble, God remains faithful. My cause is in His hands, my time is in His will, and what He promised, He will fulfill. If you feel weary today, do not hide, do not be silent, do not withdraw, tell it to God, He already knows. And while you rest in Him,
Remember this, your path is not hidden, your cause is not forgotten. Your waiting is in faithful hands.
When the soul is weary, it needs a truth that does not depend on mood. Not a fleeting emotion, but an eternal certainty. And God answers, not with reproach, but with revelation. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, He does not faint, He does not grow weary. His understanding no one can fathom.
Weariness belongs to you, but not to God. Exhaustion touches man, but not the eternal one. Time passes for us, but not for Him. Strength runs out in the flesh, but not in His power. While you stop, God keeps working. While you rest, God keeps sustaining. Nothing slips from His hands, nothing escapes His control. Nothing interrupts His purpose. God does not grow weary. God does not run dry. God does not lose strength with the passing of time. If He promised, He is still able. If He spoke, His word is still alive. We grow weak, He remains firm. We doubt, He remains faithful. Weariness does not limit God. Waiting does not delay His power. Silence does not void His promise. God does not grow weary, nor does He faint from exhaustion. God does not grow weary, nor does He faint from exhaustion. God does not grow weary, nor does He forget what He promised. My strength comes from Him, my hope rests in Him, because God fulfills His promises, and He never fails.
When you can do no more, remember this: you do not depend on your strength, you depend on His faithfulness, and that never runs out. After remembering that God does not grow weary, a simple question is born. And what does He do with those who can do no more? The answer is not harsh. It is compassionate. It is not distant. It is near.
He gives power to the faint, and to those who have no might, He increases strength. He doesn't ask how much you have left. He doesn't demand what you no longer possess. He doesn't compare your pace with that of others. God gives, and He gives truly. He gives strength to the one who walks slowly, to the one who prays in silence, to the one who remains faithful even when the spirit is low. He gives strength to the one who fell and rose again, to the one who lost and kept on believing, to the one who waited when it seemed too late. It is not borrowed strength, it is new strength. It is not momentary, it is renewing. It comes from God, not from you. That is why it reaches where yours no longer can. He gives me strength when I can do no more. He sustains me when my step grows slow. I do not walk alone, I do not wait in vain. God keeps His promises, and today He lifts me up again. There are strengths that are not seen, but they are felt strengths that do not shout, but they sustain. They are the strengths of God working deep within, making possible what seemed impossible. He gives strength to the weary, to the weak, to the broken. He renews the one who waits, the one who did not give up. And though the body may tremble, the soul is made firm, because God keeps His promises, and His strength reaches me. If today you feel that you have no strength left, do not be ashamed. God does not despise weakness, He transforms it. And in that transformation, He fulfills what He promised. After remembering that God does not grow weary, a simple question is born. And what does He do with those who can do no more? The answer is not harsh. It is compassionate. It is not distant. It is near. He gives power to the faint, and to those who have no might He increases strength. He doesn't ask how much you have left. He doesn't demand what you no longer possess. He doesn't compare your pace with that of others. God gives, and He gives truly. He gives strength to the one who walks slowly, to the one who prays in silence, to the one who remains faithful even when the spirit is low. He gives strength to the one who fell and rose again, to the one who lost and kept on believing, to the one who waited when it seemed too late. It is not borrowed strength, it is new strength. It is not momentary, it is renewing. It comes from God, not from you. That is why it reaches where yours no longer can. He gives me strength when I can do no more. He sustains me when my step grows slow. I do not walk alone, I do not wait in vain. God keeps His promises, and today He lifts me up again. There are strengths that are not seen, but they are felt strengths that do not shout, but they sustain. They are the strengths of God working deep within, making possible what seemed impossible. He gives strength to the weary, to the weak, to the broken. He renews the one who waits, the one who did not give up. And though the body may tremble, the soul keeps his promises, and his strength reaches me.
If today you feel that you have no strength left, do not be ashamed. God does not despise weakness. He transforms it. And in that transformation, He fulfills what He promised.
After the weariness, after the exhaustion, after acknowledging the limit, there remains one word that changes everything. Wait. Not as one who gives up, but as one who trusts, not as one who stops, but as one who rests in God. But those who wait upon the Lord shall have new strength. Not recycled strength, not leftovers from yesterday, not momentary pushes. New strength, strength that comes from heaven.
Waiting is not staying still. It is remaining confident. It is not folding your arms. It is opening your heart. Waiting is to keep believing as the clock moves forward and the promise seems distant. It is to say, God is still faithful, even if I cannot yet see the end. The weight does not weaken you.
It prepares you.
It does not wear you down.
It aligns you.
Because while you wait, God renews. While you trust, God strengthens. Those who wait upon the Lord renew their strength. Those who wait upon the Lord shall not be put to shame. My hope is in God,
Not in time,
not in circumstance.
not in circumstances.
God keeps His promises, and I wait for Him. They shall mount up with wings like eagles, not because they flee, but because they see from higher ground. Not because they ignore the desert, but because they cross it from a different height. The waiting changes the perspective, not the promise. Those who wait upon the Lord are not left empty. Those who wait upon the Lord are renewed from within. And though the path continues and time follows its course, my confidence remains. God fulfills what He promises. If you have waited long, if you have walked slowly, if you have trusted in silence, this word is for you. Your waiting was not in vain. Your strength is being renewed, and the promise is closer to being fulfilled than you imagine.
Waiting does not end in weariness. It ends in renewal. Not everything is resolved at once, but something changes deep within. The heart no longer struggles. It rests. Faith no longer strives. It trusts. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Not because the path disappears,
but because the strength is different, not because there is no desert, but because God goes before. There are steps taken now without hurry. There are days lived now without fear. Not everything changed on the outside, but everything changed on the inside. Faith is no longer a cry, it is a certainty. Hope no longer hurts, it walks beside you. God did not promise a life without long roads. He promised strength to walk them. He did not promise the absence of waiting. He promised His constant presence. I walk and I do not faint. I move forward and I do not give up. Not because I am strong, but because God sustains me. God keeps His promises yesterday, today, and forever. And in His faithfulness, my life finds rest. The waiting served its purpose. The weariness was transformed. The promise remains alive, and God remains faithful. Nothing was in vain. Nothing was lost. Everything was held by His hand. I will walk with new strength. I will run with renewed hope. I will not fear the future, for God is already there. God fulfills His promises. God always fulfills. If you have made it this far, if you have walked these 10 parts, if you have listened with an open heart, take this truth with you. God does not fail. God does not forget. God is not late. He fulfills. And as you continue walking with a steady step and a soul at peace, always remember, the one who waits upon the Lord never walks alone.